ready for some football. It's the Orbits and the reigning Super Bowl champs.
With fall around the corner, football is back, America, and we're underway on EA Sports.
And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line.
So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they'll be led out by the guy under center, Charles, their quarterback.
And what I'm looking for from him today, the things every quarterback is looking to do. Lead his team to a victory. Doesn't matter whether he's throwing it, running it, handing it off, however he has to do it, as well as exhibiting some leadership, that's what he's trying to accomplish.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. He'll be tackled shy of the 35. Pretty shifty footwork, but didn't buy him much. An early task, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. Now a handoff here to his running back. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Only 2 yards, and it'll be a punt on their opening possession. So opening drive, 3 straight runs, unable to pick up the first.
I know the fans want to see first downs, but guess what? The coaches have reasons for what they're doing. Sometimes they've scripted it, and some of these runs, while they haven't been successful now, they may be successful later on.
And they'll send out their punter now. He'll kick it away after a 3 and out on the opening drive of the game. This is brought in at the 21. It'll be a 41-yard punt, give him 5 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. And they will be led out by their 6'3 quarterback.
It's pretty much become the norm when we see guys come out before a game and go through the route tree with their receivers. I thought it was exciting for us to see the exact same thing happen in practice.
He's so meticulous, isn't he?
He really is, and it's not. That tells me it's not just a one-time-a-week thing. They work on it all the time, trying to hone that fine edge. They want to see if they can get in sync and stay in sync in this one.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Throwing now, Stewart. He's going to float this one deep right side.
And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete.
They bring their punter out there now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. Fair catch called for and made, but now we'll have to see about the penalty. This is one of the dangers of going for the punt block.
And you know before you even call going for the block, it's a risk-reward play. So many factors come into it. They went after it, and you know punters, what they do? They leave their leg up in the air an extra count or two, hoping someone comes into contact.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4 down territory, even if they don't get it, though.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
He's got the first down here inside the 30. And all the way down to the 25-yard line. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front and linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
They will throw on first down with Stewart. That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down. Here's Stewart to throw it. His throw caught right around the 6. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. This is shaping up to be a really nice-looking drive to get the season underway here.
And how long do you think that they actually have been plotting this drive? I'm talking about the coaching staff, right? They've been thinking about this for a while now, and I think they're executing it even better than what they expected.
First and goal from just inside the 5.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. Good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so. One of my favorite coaches used to say, son, if you could darn near lay down near the end zone and get in, give me my best power running play with my best back right now.
That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
I think we got to give it up for him right there. That's a heck of an athletic move for a big man right in the middle of the line. How about the play he makes there? Nowhere to run, and he finishes that one off for a loss.
Maybe the first big test of the season here on both sides. This is 3rd and goal. Stewart got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. A great effort there. There to make the grab. And the Snowhawks are on the board here first in the season opener. Both sides of the football in sync early. You force the 3 and out, and then you take it down, score points.
You know what that tells me? They sold their game plan really well. Head coach said, listen, we're just going to stop them on 3 and out. We're going to take the ball downfield and score. But he also told them how it was going to happen. They're going to run this. We're going to stuff it. Then we're going to take the ball. They won't be able to keep up with us. And they got it done.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. They went 3 and out on their first drive of the new season. Not an ideal beginning as they start drive number 2, 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A big connection on that one. 33 yards.
You ask tight ends about their favorite routes to run, and surprisingly, this will pop up as one of their staples because they run so many routes in the middle of the field. How about this one? Starts downfield, bends it to the corner, great touch on the football, and they turn that one into a big play.
So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. On play action, they'll throw. Out to his left. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Now a play fake here on first down.
That one tipped, and it's incomplete. A good hands there defensively, and it's second down.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. On third down, he'll drop to throw. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And they'll get this down to the 10.
Let's go, let's go. And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great play there. There to make the grab.
And the Orbits are an extra point away from evening this one up.
And they use that height on the outside to get the score.
We've seen the evolution of the wide receivers. They've gotten taller and taller, but they've retained their quickness and their speed. It's a lethal combination.
Always good to have wide receivers with height. A try here for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. A drive that time of 6 plays. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
Taking it about the 1. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season, and they'll get another shot here with a first and 10. Stewart sets to throw. And Stewart lost the football. It's loose.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
The fumble on first down. Now here's second down.
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. That catch good for 5. It's third down. Brings up third down. Looking to throw. Stewart. Going right side here, and that's complete. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to about the 19. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on fourth.
I think that call was made not so much to try and get the first down, although they would have taken it if they could have gotten it, but to give their punter a little bit of space and try and help out their defense.
Yeah, they got the safe completion on third. And on now is the punter as he's on to punt for Chicago. It'll be a net of 39, 41-yard punt, 2 on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over.
Orlando takes back over on offense.
They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45. Blitz forthcoming as he'll look to throw. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Boy, not what you want to see in quarter 1 of the new year. We'll be back. Back to throw now on first down. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack.
And this is a quarterback who's already had success on the ground in this first half, but this time they're able to hem him in.
And it's always different when you rush a mobile quarterback as opposed to a guy you know will be right back in the pocket. In this case, you got to make sure the inside pressure and the outside pressure match, and maybe even a second wave to make sure if he squirts free, you've got someone to tackle him.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
So they bring out their punter as he'll kick it away for the second time. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback.
Another drive coming up for this Chicago offense.
And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. These two teams all tied after one. Second quarter now, and it's our home team with possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. And again, they'll go right back to their fullback. And he'll get this up to about the 40. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. And he'll give it here to his running back. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and the nose of the football. And to give this time to the tailback. And he's brought down, but not before picking up the first with a very effective stiff arm.
I know the game's changed. A lot of people would say it's evolved. Look, I'm a little bit Neanderthal, okay? I love this. No exotic formations, no misdirection. Just line up and run the darn ball, pick up the first down. I love it.
Yeah, 3rd and short, that's what you're supposed to do. Like you said, old school, smash mouth football. Now Stewart on 1st and 10. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard. At the 40.
Play action. Stewart. To the sideline, and oh, that's well done. Able to drag the feet. He's going to have the first down.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
On first down, Stewart over the middle into traffic, and that's complete.
From the 35, back to work on 2nd and 4.
56 brings up 2nd and 4.
From the gun, it's Stewart. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
A give to the fullback on the dive. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8.
Second down, here's Stewart. And he's got his man in stride, complete. A gain of 8 there on the play. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
I like the look that they just showed there. When you come out in a passing formation, spread things out a little bit, makes it really hard to cover the middle of the field, doesn't it? Because you got to go out to the perimeter and cover those guys.
Yep, exactly. Got some good blocking, too. Helped him pick up the first. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A 9-yard touchdown run.
And the Snowhawks have taken the lead.
A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And a 9-yard run on the end of it. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
This taken in at the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. And for him, it's been pretty limited involvement down on the scoreboard. Maybe time to turn to this guy.
And you know me well. Winning games to me means starting with the running game and continuing to press the running game. Maybe you go away from him a little bit now, but the bottom line is he hasn't touched it enough to make a difference.
Well, they haven't established that running game yet. The question is, will they? Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now they try the right side here. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down and 6. They'll look to throw. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's been effective so far, over the 40-yard mark here in the 2nd quarter. Don't forget about those guys up front, though. They've been effective, too.
The leverage game has been in their favor. They've been the ones who've been able to bend their knees, drop their hips, and get a little bit lower than the guys on the other side of the football, and they've moved them out of the way for the runner.
Sometimes that's tough for those big fellas.
Not an easy thing for them to do.
57 yards rushing for him in his first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
False start there. That will set the offense back 5 yards.
Brandon, the lineman certainly flinched there before the snap. A good call.
The false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15. Back to throw. Stewart. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. So the completion good for 7 there. And that'll make this a second down.
It's second and 8 at the 43.
Throwing out of the shotgun, it's Stewart. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Looking to throw. Stewart throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. Well, it looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
Now Stewart, 2nd down. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Now a handoff looking right. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense. A little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Back to throw. Stewart. And he finds a man on a crossing route. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and 5. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. A great effort there. There to make the grab.
And the Snowhawks are able to add on to that lead. So a good start to the campaign so far for them here in Week 1.
Yeah, all the things that you dreamed about in April and May and that you worked on in July and August, getting ready for this game, it's all coming together so far.
Extra point attempt to come here. It's good, and it is now 21-7. So a nice drive put together there. They go 75 yards in 9 plays. And it culminates in a touchdown for Chicago.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Orlando takes back over on offense.
And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. That catch good for only a couple.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up at the half, we'll hand things off to Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have scores from earlier today, plus a look ahead as well, so you won't want to miss that. A lot going on here in Week 1. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he takes this thing way down into Chicago territory. And what a big-time play there. But sometimes you just got to marvel at how these guys can throw the football. He gave that everything he had, and it was right on the money.
And to be honest, this first half hasn't been anything they'd be really proud about. So they needed something like this to change their fortunes. Now they need to make sure they finish this one off, not just with points, but with a touchdown.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great play there. There to make the grab. And the Orbits have cut it back within a score. He was on point throwing the ball right there. He had the big play to get him down close, and then he delivers a touchdown pass on 1st and goal.
And you mentioned the big play that got him down close. I think that big play left him reeling a little bit. They didn't recover from it. And you know they always talk about having to have a short memory on defense after a big play against you. Looks like their memory was a little too long there.
No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. So that drive, 4 plays. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. And he's been good. 2 first-half touchdown passes, no interceptions so far.
Does a lot for your confidence. Does a great deal for your team. Gives them a lead, and they're feeling really good about how they're playing. I think he expects to throw at least another one.
I was going to say, now he wants the first-half hat trick, does he?
Oh, without a doubt. Go ahead and fling him on the field, folks. He wants that type of celebration.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. To throw is Stewart from the gun on 3rd down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Back to throw again. Going to throw right side here, complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They'll look to throw again. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be down at the 46. So they go from 146 to the other on a pickup of 8. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This was the old NFL record distance for decades, a 63-yard attempt. And off the crossbar, no good. A sensational effort from that distance, but rejected by the bar. So we have reached halftime here in the Thursday night opener. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
As far as the early games go, we'll be watching that one in Houston. The Texans in for a fight as they'll square off against the Cincinnati Bengals. Plenty to like about the late afternoon games as well. As you see by the highlight, these guys are in for a battle, taking on the Baltimore Ravens. And lastly, on Sunday Night Football, this will be the one to tune in for, as they've got a good one lined up between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Tennessee Titans. We'll move on now to check out the next-gen stats in that first half for our home team. And despite the fact that they're down on the scoreboard, they were able to have some success throwing the football in that opening half. Meanwhile, for our home team, they were even better throwing the football. Lots of open receivers to choose from, and you can bet that'll continue to be a focus in the second half.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. Taking it about the 1. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. And this offense set to go now to begin the third quarter. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll push forward for about 4 up to the 23.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Now Stewart to throw on 3rd down. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. It's a 42-yard punt, but 8 on the return. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for the second half.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete.
It certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Well, look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. So after that hot start, the numbers here show the decline. What has the defense done adjustment-wise?
Sometimes when you have a running back who's gotten off to a hot start, you've got to catch him before he really gets going. So you change what you do across the defensive front. Instead of the linebackers being back a few yards, you bring them up closer. It's what we call mugging the line of scrimmage, taking away a lot of blocking angles and gaps, and maybe stopping him before he can get going.
Mugging the line of scrimmage, okay.
Yeah, in this case.
He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Stewart. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40.
I tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. From the gun, Stewart Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. So they will wave off the flag and let the completion stand.
Really great job by the receiver fighting through all the contact and still coming down with the football. All that great work in practice.
And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A great effort there. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Snowhawks are able to widen their advantage. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get him over the goal line.
Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14. Just a 4-play drive that time. And the capper that put it in the end zone, a run of 8 yards. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Orlando takes back over on offense. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll look to throw here. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the first down marker. Second and 5. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Now a handoff here to his running back. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30.
Well, we use the term pitch and catch a lot to denote an easy completion. We just saw one right there on 3rd and 3 to pick up the 1st down.
Why are those so tough to defend? Just because they hit so quickly?
Yeah, it's all about timing and confidence. Quarterback sees it, rips it, there you go.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Second and 6. And his throw here's incomplete. So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. He'll look to throw. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. Well, for whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when the next defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. He has been consistent, hasn't he? He played well in the first quarter, good second quarter, and now continuing that here in the third.
And that's the word that they're always seeking from the guy taking the snaps, is consistency. Taking care of the ball, making sure it gets to the right people, no errors, right? Not turning it over, and just doing all the right things. That's leadership, and it inspires confidence in a team.
Yeah, been a good leadership and a good distributor.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Throwing now, Stewart. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Here's Stewart to throw it. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. Orlando takes back over on offense. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
2nd and 10, third quarter of the season opener. Here comes the blitz as they look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big play that time on the catch and run.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. He'll look to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. A play action fake. They'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
Let's go.
Had to put that ball in there with a little extra zip, but he put it right where it needed to be.
Yeah, and that little extra pace that he had on the pass, that required a little extra concentration for him, didn't it? Ball can get on you pretty quick in that manner, and he handled it well and picked up the first down.
On first down, they'll run it on the draw play. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. And they give this time to the tailback. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Looking to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. They're going to look to throw. And it's caught. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports as we are just about set to go here in quarter number 4. They'll set up to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great play there. There to make the grab. And the Orbits have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Well, time to let those folks know who are tuning in looking for the late local news. We may be a moment because we've got a game again.
And partner, except for those on the West Coast where it'll be seen in its regular time, right? That's the way it works, doesn't it? But how about that? Big time drive right there. If they're going to have any chance, they needed a touchdown there, and they went right down the field and worked their way into the end zone.
They'll look to throw. And he's got it here for the 2 points, but there is a marker down, so we'll have to see what that's about. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. So, Charles, there are the numbers. What's happened here? Defensive adjustments that's caused him to sort of fall off a bit?
I think so. That has to happen. You've got to make some changes because in the first half, they were pretty...
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game in the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. On play action, they'll throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. And he'll give it here to his running back. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense is pretty vocal about his desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Now they try the right side here. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. No gain that time, and it leaves them with 3rd and 11 coming up. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 11. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. And this one is right through. And that will cut the lead down to just 2. So with that field goal, this one's now back within a field goal. Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted, but gets them that much closer.
This game is unfolding like a really good book, isn't it? Because I feel like there's a few more plot twists yet to be revealed before this one is over.
And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Stewart. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. Usually see those guys out wide get called for holding on running plays. Here a passing play.
Yeah, sometimes when you get this quick screen, bubble screen, anything where they're having to block for their fellow receiver, usually at the point of attack, and this time he got caught. Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
Now here's a throw. It's complete, and he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Stewart sets to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
56. Mike, 56 right there. 56.
Now Stewart on 1st and 10. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 49. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. A seismic shift in momentum here in the 4th quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
Orlando takes back over on offense. A golden opportunity for them now following the interception. They need to try to at least get 3. Obviously, a touchdown puts them in a much more secure position. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Now this throw caught left side. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
It's a gain of 7.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
It's now 2nd and 6.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a 1st.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. He'll drop to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, that was certainly an aggressive call and defensive play. Instead of just going for the first down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
And on third down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. And his kick is good. And with that, they have taken the lead by a point here in the 4th. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
Here again comes the captain of this offense, leading his crew back out there now. And the interception that ended their previous drive, that might be one we look back on and say that was the turning point of this game.
Hey, partner, guess what? There's still time for a few more turning points in this ball game. They're only 1 score down.
Yeah, true. We could have some twists and turns. Stay tuned. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 92 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's going on.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So I'm through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Stewart. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off right around the 43. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Point after try forthcoming. And with that, the lead is up to 8. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. And can they regroup? That's the question. The pick 6 hurt, no doubt, but this is still a 1-score game here in the 4th. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Throwing after the interception. Stewart. And his throw's going to be incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
It's 3rd and 10.
Here's Stewart on 3rd down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a 1-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30. 2nd and 7.
30-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Well, they've gone to their fullback quite a bit. He'll get it again. And room to run as he's up past the 35-yard line. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted 7 times and could use another right now. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Looking to throw. Stewart. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now a throw here, hauled in. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Coming to you. Like 56.
Now Stewart, second down. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Back to throw. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. First down now, but that clock rolling. He'll look to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Clock running here, under 90 seconds to go. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Back to throw. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. A great effort there. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Snowhawks have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. They'll try and throw for it. And it's caught. And with it, we are tied here in the 4th. Huge conversion there to tie this thing up, but they're not done yet. Their defense needs to get a stop.
Yeah, there's still plenty of time for the other team to come downfield and put some points on the board, but job 1 was taken care of. The 2-point conversion to get this thing tied.
Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return. Orlando takes back over on offense. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play, but if they don't, let's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. And his throw is incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Back to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Well, the defense certainly did its job. They held up in that situation, and now 4th down, you've got to punt this and try to get to overtime. There's no decision to be made in my estimation.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. That'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. A tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk-reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. And that won't help much. Only a yard on 1st down. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. 4 quarters not enough. We're all even, and to overtime we go.
How much fun is this for everyone who's watching the game? How much fun is it for us to see this one get an extra period to get settled?
It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
And no return here to begin the overtime session. That'll be a touchback. The Chicago offense set to get started. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control it. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. A costly mistake here in OT.
And you know what they say, when you throw an interception like that in overtime, you don't usually get a chance to throw a second one. I mean, I'm not sure of the analytics on it. Let's ask Marvin, our statistician, to ring that down for us. That's typically how coaches and teams feel about it. If you throw one, you likely cost yourself the game.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he is in for the score. And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime. As the fans exit back out through the turnstiles, not happy looks on their faces. Feel like they probably let this one slip away at home in overtime.
I would agree with that, and their unhappiness hurts the guys at concession stands on the way out, right? Not stopping to buy something for the kids. They just want to get home. But what a dramatic way to finish this bad boy off. I mean, this game was dramatic all the way through. That's why we got to overtime. And then to go ahead and finish it this way, the fans screaming out unhappy. But the team that came in here and won this one on the road, they sprinted to their locker room.
And speaking of buying things, dinner on you tonight, Davis.
I kind of figured that was coming.
So for Orlando, they start the season with a great win on the road here in the Thursday opener. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week. Meanwhile, for the home team here, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Heinz Field to take on the Steelers.